In a quiet Amsterdam hotel room, Alain de Botton sits with the dull ache of recent disappointments, love gone wrong, ambitions faltering, and a mood sinking under the weight of self-doubt. Instead of retreating into complaint, he turns to an unusual source for comfort: 6 philosophers from across history, each ready to offer wisdom for a different kind of sorrow. His first companion is Socrates, the stubborn Athenian who faced trial for corrupting the youth and challenging the gods. Socrates' refusal to pander to the crowd cost him his life, but he met death with serenity, knowing that truth was worth more than popularity. From him, de Botton learns that the measure of a good life is not applause but integrity, and that being disliked for speaking honestly may be a mark of courage rather than failure. Epicurus follows, often caricatured as a champion of luxury but in reality an advocate for simple pleasures. He lived quietly in a garden with friends, cherishing bread, cheese, and conversation. To him, happiness comes not from endless acquisition but from reducing our wants to match what is easily within reach. Epicurus reminds de Botton that much of our unhappiness is self-inflicted, born from chasing what we don't truly need. Then comes Seneca, the Roman Stoic statesman who faced exile, political danger, and the constant threat of execution. Seneca's wisdom lies in preparing for misfortune before it strikes, seeing adversity as an unavoidable part of life. We cannot dictate events, he says, but we can govern our reactions. For de Botton, this becomes a lesson in meeting hardship with composure rather than resistance. The French essayist Montaigne enters with a different tone, gentle, self-deprecating, and refreshingly human. In his writings, Montaigne admits his fears, bodily ailments, and intellectual gaps. He offers the consolation of self-acceptance, urging us to make peace with our imperfections instead of hiding them. Through him, de Botton learns that embracing our flaws can make life lighter and relationships warmer. Schopenhauer arrives, his reputation as a pessimist softened by compassion for humanity's plight. He observes that life is full of suffering because desire never ends, fulfill one wish, and another quickly appears. The world is indifferent to our hopes, and expecting otherwise only deepens disappointment. Schopenhauer's realism consoles de Botton by showing that frustration is not a personal defect but a condition shared by all. Nietzsche steps in with a more fiery philosophy, challenging the idea that happiness is the absence of struggle. He insists that hardship is essential, the raw material from which meaning is forged. Instead of wishing pain away, he urges us to love our fate, to see every difficulty as part of the path to growth. De Botton finds in this an invitation to stop fearing adversity and to welcome it as a source of strength. Through these 6 voices, a pattern emerges: philosophy does not offer to remove pain but to teach us how to live well with it. Socrates shields against public scorn, Epicurus against unnecessary desire, Seneca against hardship, Montaigne against self-loathing, Schopenhauer against frustration, and Nietzsche against despair in the face of difficulty. By applying their insights, de Botton begins to see his own troubles less as failures and more as shared human trials. Each philosopher offers a way to reinterpret suffering, not as an obstacle to life, but as part of its texture. The hotel room in Amsterdam is unchanged, but something in de Botton has shifted. The loneliness and disappointment are still there, yet they feel less threatening. They have been reframed, placed in a broader context that stretches back centuries. In the end, he discovers that philosophy's true gift is not lofty answers but practical companionship. These thinkers are not distant monuments of genius but fellow travelers who have also stumbled, doubted, and endured. Their voices, though separated by time, speak to the same human heart.